Today is day 2, or part 2, however you want to look at it, of reading Ray Comfort's Scientific Facts in the Bible. Just going to go ahead and jump right in and see what it says. The Bible and the Earth's free float in space. At a time when it was believed that the Earth sat on a large animal, or a giant, in 1500 BC, the Bible spoke of the Earth's free float in space. He hangs the earth upon nothing, in Job 26:7. Science didn't discover that the earth hangs upon nothing until 1650. The scripture speaks of an invisible structure. Only in recent years has science discovered that everything we see is composed of things that we cannot see, invisible atoms. In Hebrews 11:3, written 2,000 years ago, Scripture tells us that the things which are seen were not made of things which do not appear. The Bible reveals that the earth is round. The Scripture tells us that the earth is round. It is He that sits upon the circle of the earth. Isaiah 40:22. The word translated circle here is the Hebrew word chug. I think that's how you say it. Chugg. Which is also translated circuit or compass, depending on the context. That is, it indicates something spherical, round, or arched, not something that is flat or square. The book of Isaiah was written sometime between 740 to 680 BC. This is at least 300 years before the apostle suggested in his book on the heavens that the earth might be a sphere. It was another 2,000 years later, at a time when science believed that the earth was flat, that the scriptures inspired Christopher Columbus to sail around the world. Now I'm going to stop there for just a moment. I was looking at the word chug, and it can also mean a flat circle, like a coin. So we could be round, we could be kind of flat, dome-like. Who knows? The Hebrew word for sphere, like a ball, is dur, D-U-R. So if the Hebrew word chug means like flat circle, and then the sphere word is dur, then why wouldn't they have used the word dur instead of chug? So, makes me wonder. Chug being a flat circle. Anyhow, let's move on. The Bible and the Science of Oceanography. Matthew Murray, 1806 to 1873. Is my phone falling? There's always some kind of technical difficulties here. That's okay. I don't care. Oop, don't fall. Don't fall. Hopefully that'll sit. Okay. Where are we at? The Bible and the Science of Oceanography. Matthew Murray, 1806 to 1873, is considered a father of oceanography. He noticed the expression, paths of the sea, in Psalms 8:8, which was written 2,800 years ago, and said, if God said that there are paths in the sea, I'm going to find them. Murray then took God at his word and went looking for these paths, and we are indebted to his discovery of the warm and cold continental currents. His book on oceanography remains a basic text on the subject and is still used in universities today. The Bible and radio waves. God asked Job a very strange question. In 1500 BC, he asked, can you send lightnings that they may go? and say and say to you, here we are. Job 38:35. This appears to be a scientifically ludicrous statement that light can be sent and then manifest itself in speech. But did you know that all electromagnetic radiation, from radio waves to X-ray waves, travel at the speed of light? This is why you can have instantaneous wireless communication with someone on the other side of the earth. The fact that light could be sent and then manifest itself in speech wasn't discovered by science until 1864. That's 3,300 years later, when British scientist James Clerk Maxwell suggested that electricity and light waves were two forms of the same thing. And that's from the Modern Century Illustrated Encyclopedia. Ooh, don't fall again. There we go. Sorry. The Bible and entropy. 3 different places in the Bible, Isaiah 51:6, Psalms 102:25-26, and Hebrews 1:11, indicate that the earth is wearing out. This was what the second law of thermodynamics, the law of increasing entropy, states. That in all physical processes, every ordered system over time tends to become more disordered. Everything is running down and wearing out as energy is becoming less and less available for us to use. That means the universe will eventually wear out, to the extent that, theoretically speaking, there will be a heat death, and therefore no more energy available for us to use. This wasn't discovered by science until recently, but the Bible states it in concise terms. The Bible and the water cycle. Scripture informs us that all the rivers run into the sea. Yet the sea is not full unto the place from whence the rivers come, there they will return again. Escalades 1:7. This statement alone may not seem profound, but when considering other biblical passages, it becomes all the more remarkable. For example, the Mississippi River dumps approximately 518 billion gallons of water every 24 hours into the Gulf of Mexico. Where does all that water go? And that's just one of thousands of rivers. The answer lies in the hydrologic cycle, so well brought out in the Bible. Escalades 11:3 states that if the clouds be full of rain, they empty themselves upon the earth. Look at the Bible's concise words in Amos 9:6. He calls for the waters of the sea and pours them out upon the face of the earth. The idea of a complete water cycle was not fully understood by science until 17th century. However, more than 2,000 years prior to the discovery of Pierre Perrault, Edmé, I can't even read these names, Marriott, Edmund Halley, and other scriptures clearly spoke of a water cycle. The Bible and the first law of thermodynamics. The scripture says, "Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them." Genesis 2:1. The original Hebrew uses the past definite tense for the verb finished, indicating an action completed in the past, never again to occur. The creation was finished once and for all. That is exactly what the first law of thermodynamics says. The law, often referred to as the law of conservation of energy and or mass, states that neither matter nor energy can be either created or destroyed. It was because of this law that Sir Fred Hoyle's steady state or continuous creation theory was discarded. Hoyle stated that at points in the universe called irretrons, matter or energy was constantly being created. But the first law states just the opposite. Indeed, there is no creation ongoing today. It is finished exactly as the Bible states. And this is why the law of evolution doesn't work. I mean, you would see people continually to evolve into this or to that or something else, as well as other animals. We're not seeing, people growing wings, people, growing weird different things. Anyhow, we're completely made. We have been completely made from the beginning. He said it was finished. He made it. He made the world. He made us. And it was finished. And that's that. The Bible and ship dimensions. In Genesis 6, God gave Noah the dimensions of the 1.5 million cubic foot ark he was to build. In 1609, at Haroun in Holland, a ship was built after the same pattern, 30 by 5 by 3, revolutionizing shipbuilding. By 1900s, every large ship on the high seas was inclined towards the proportions of the ark, verified by Lloyd's Register of Shipping and the World Almanac. The Bible and meteorological laws. The scripture describes a cycle of air currents 2,000 years before scientists discovered them. The wind goes towards the south and turns about onto the north. It whirls about continually, and the winds return again according to his circuits. Escalades 1:6. We now know that the air around the earth turns in huge circles clockwise in one hemisphere and counterclockwise in the other hemisphere. The Bible and science. In antiquity and in what is called the Dark Ages, men did not know what they know now about humanity and the cosmos. They did not know the lock, but they possessed the key, which is God. Now many have excellent descriptions of the lock, but they have lost the key. The proper solution is union between religion and science. We should be owners of the lock and the key. The fact is that as science advances, it discovers what is said thousands of years ago in the Bible. Richard Wurmbrand, Proofs of God's Existence. And that is the end of chapter 1. So join me again for reading of chapter 2. That'll be part 3. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.